Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing? Come on here. How is everyone doing tonight? I'm sorry I was late, guys. My daughter had my laptop because she was finishing a project. Now, I did tell her, I said, do you want the iPad or Chromebooks? And I want the iPad, so that's what I got her. But now, since I got the laptop, she wants this now, but she not. That's not happening. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me get some more light in here. 1 second. All right, y'all. I'm back. I do apologize about that. Um, but yeah, my daughter had my laptop, so I had to wait because she was doing some schoolwork, and she could have used her iPad. But I've not really told her she can't be coming in here messing with my stuff. So maybe for her birthday, I might just get her a uh, Chromebook. But how's everyone doing tonight? All right, guys, y'all see the title. Everyone sees the title. Now, I was over here on Hannah Grace. I was watching Hannah Grace last night. And now, y'all know she was at the courthouse with Melanie and Martell. Now, that wasn't all he was saying. She said he said some more stuff. Y'all ain't going to believe what he said, but we're going to get into that. Melanie is back from Paris. She had a good time there. Uh, so we're going to talk about that. And what else we talking about tonight? Guys, we're going to talk about Charlie Kirk. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He's a conservative. He's very outspoken. Now, I know, he's a conservative, Republican, whatever you want to call him. I'm a Democrat. I make no apologies about that. But just because we are not from the same political background, that doesn't give nobody a right to take somebody else's life. That is so sad. He was pow today in the neck on a college campus in Utah. He leaves behind a wife and 2 kids. He was pow in the neck. Now I said this. I said, well, I know it wasn't no black person that shot him. Now, take in mind, we do got black people that can shoot from that far angle, but excuse me, pow from that far of an angle. But um, somebody that shot that pow him, they was from a very very far distance. That had to be a sniper. Somebody had to have a um, had to be a sniper that took him out. Um, I feel very sorry for him. I don't wish that on nobody, even though, I don't agree with anything he says, but I don't wish that on no one. I do not. That is so sad. But and you know what? One thing I do like about the Democrats, even though they are from different parties, they come out here and give their condolences. The Republicans, let that been a Democrat. Do you think they would have came out here and said one thing? Do you think President Trump, 47 would have came out here and said anything? No, ma'am. No, he wouldn't have came out here and said nothing. All right, so we're gonna talk about that, and it was like kind of surreal to me because when you heard the pow, some people started running, and some people were just looking around like, you don't know what a pow sound like? You just standing there? It looked really crazy how they just was standing there. some of the kids and things like that in people. We're gonna talk about that, so we're gonna get into that. Also, we're gonna get into Kelli. I don't know, guys. I think some of these people are on something. Kelli Ferrell from Real Housewives of Atlanta. How do you go into somebody else's house uninvited and you got to be restrained? What type of mess is this? Now you go up in somebody's house. You know people have a right to defend their house. She had to be restrained. They said it, and she got a TPO put on her. What is she on? Just saying. So we're gonna talk about her. Also, guys, we're gonna talk about ROMECA, who her life was taken by her boyfriend's baby mama. This is kind of still an ongoing investigation, but it ain't even worth that. Your life is not worth, uh, no man. And like I said, some of these men don't care about no TPO. They don't care. This woman had a TPO on him. He had a TPO order on him. He didn't care. But you hold her in a headlock and your other baby mama go to the car and get a pow and come back and pop her in the face, the chin, the torso. You should be going down too, buddy. Just saying. But I'm gonna see what the update is with that, guys. And then who else? Also, guys, I did not know Tammy Rivera was going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting with that. Also, who else are we going to be talking about? With somebody else. Guys, there was another school shooting in Colorado. 3 people were unalive. I don't know what it is with these people going to these schools, taking out these kids. I don't know what it is. But we're going to talk about that as all right, guys. So welcome to my channel. And get you come in, please hit the thank you. And then also, please make sure you're sharing the video. And please make sure you follow me on both of my channels. The other channel is going to be Drop the T point O. And I'm going to put the link in the chat. Oh, I did not see that Jocelyn Hernandez is returning to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Oh my God, beware. I don't know who idea was that. I don't think that was a good idea at all. I do not think that was a good idea at all for Jocelyn. Who? I don't know. I think I'm just outgrowing a lot of shows where it's a lot of fighting and stuff on there. I'm just not outgrowing. I think I'm outgrowing a lot of shows like that. Because we know Jocelyn is trouble. When she come on the show, there's nothing but trouble. So I feel about that. I don't think I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about Jocelyn coming back on the show. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about Jocelyn coming back on the show. Just to be honest, mm, let me know what y'all think. I'm not feeling Jocelyn. I'm just not feeling her. I don't know. I'm not feeling Jocelyn like that. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about her returning. I'm not feeling her. Give me 1 second here. Trying to get something here. I'll get it later. All right, guys. So let's see. We're at the 10-minute mark. Welcome to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I thank each and every one of you for coming over to my channel. Please follow me on my other channel, Drop the Tea 2.0. I will put it in the chat. And also, I will put the link. And also, as you come in, hit the thumbs up button and also share the video. Also, let's get the housekeeping out the way. Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, fair use, fair use. Also, all things said are alleged in my very own opinion. They're for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music that you may hear on my channel. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right. Hey, Smart Cookie. Hello, Deborah, my tea sipper. Let's see who else is in here. Hello, Pamela Queen. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Lorcy Jones, my tea sipper. Hello, Chanel Monet, my mod. Hello, whatever happened to Baby Jane. Hello, Sonia. Let's see who else. Hello, Linda Gamble, my mod. Hello, Dot Woolley. Let's see who else is in here. Hello, Spectacious. Let me see who else is in here. I'll try to make sure I say hi. Hello, ADR. I ain't seen you in a while. Hello, hello, hello. I seen that. Glendale Side Chick is coming to the show. The one with the red hair. I seen that. All right, guys. Well, everybody send out a prayer for Charlie Kirk family, even though, I think allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, I think he's white supremacist. That's just sad, Like I said, we don't have to get along, but I don't agree with nobody taking nobody life, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with nobody taking nobody life. Let's see here. I don't agree with that. But y'all know Miss Hannah Grace. She was at the courthouse with Martell and Melody, and she was saying some disturbing stuff. And y'all know I watch her. I like Miss Hannah Grace stuff, so I hope she don't get mad. I'm gonna share a little bit of what she reported because she was there. So I'm gonna show that in a minute of what Miss Hannah Grace was saying that he was doing. She said he was acting a fool. Um, Hello, committed to the journey. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all are seeing all of these men out here. When you don't want them no more, they'll say, they try to act like they big and bad, like they got all these women. But our narcissists hate rejection. Our narcissists believe they can have anybody that they want. And that's what Martell is, our narcissist. He can't believe that Melody has moved on and left him alone. He can't believe it. And these people are crazy. And just like what happened to that young lady that just turned 31 years old, ROMECA, she had left him alone. She had wrote in August, how long does it take your baby daddy to get over you? She said, this man pops up at my job. He pops up at my son's school. I've got a temporary protective order on him. How long does it take him to get over you? Because he has another baby mama who he just had. I think the baby is about 3 or 4 months old. But for some reason, he wanted this particular baby mama. She did everything she was supposed to, got the restraining order. But guys, these restraining orders are not stopping these men. I don't know if the demons then jumped in some of these men, because a lot of them, you know, quiet as kept, they sassy. A lot of these men nowadays are some sassy men. They act like women. They're more sensitive. And, you know, they just act like women now. You know, they want to get taken out to eat. They want you to do this and that for them. They want you to buy them this and that. They don't want to work. They want to be a kept man. You know, so a lot of these men nowadays are sassy, y'all. These ain't real men we dealing with, you know, nowadays. You gotta not, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying some. Some are very sassy. Okay. Some are sassy. Hello, who said that? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, the girl who took her out is from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, from here. But honey, I don't know. She a different breed. Like I told you, I'm a 70s child. Look, I ain't got, you know, even though I'm married, but that's a different story. We won't talk about that on my other channel, Drop the T 2.0. But I ain't got no money for no man. I ain't even had none when I was in my 20s. I didn't have none for them. People I was talking to was spending on me, baby. Shit. These women now are from a different breed. I don't speak their language. Me no speak no English when it comes to that. Okay? No, ma'am. A lot of these women are out here taking care of these men, and a lot of women just want a man, y'all. That's it. And this girl that allegedly for entertainment purposes that took ROMECA's life, you know when another man want another woman. You know when a man is not over their ex-wife or ex-woman. Y'all, a woman knows that. We have a woman intuition. And I believe that other baby mama knew that he was not over that girl. That girl was doing her thing. She was doing her thing. They popped up on that girl at her son's school. So you have to get to Chicago in the morning, rush hour traffic, it's going to at least take about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get there, because people are leaving from Milwaukee, going over to Chicago, going to work. So at least have to take about 2 hours to get there. So if you had time to leave here and go up there, it took you about 2 hours to get up there. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. But let's just take a look at this right here with Charlie Kirk, guys. Like I said, my condolences goes out to him and his family. Let's see here. Give me just a. I know these people. Let me. Now, I know people are playing clips of him. There's a resurfaced clip showing Charlie Kirk saying pow pow deaths are unfortunately worth it to keep Second Amendment. So people are saying that they tried to, how can I put it? They wanted to do a bill about pow pow, and he said that he wanted to keep his Second Amendment. So let's just get into a little bit of what's happening here, guys. Now, like I said, I don't agree with nobody taking this man's life. Now, I don't. But he did not want to do anything about pow pow laws. So.
You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. Wow. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational.
Now, y'all heard what he said. Y'all catch that? He said it's worth us to have our Second Amendment to have some unalivings a couple of times a year. Listen to what he said. I'm just telling you, y'all hear what he said.
Nobody talks like this. They live in a complete alternate universe. Sure. Utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. Wow. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal. It is rational. Nobody talks like this. They live in a complete alternate universe. Sure. Utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. Wow. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year.
Now, he said he thinks it's worth it to have the cost to have some unalivings a couple of times a year. Let me know what y'all think about that. That's what he said.
So that we can.
So Donald Trump announces Charlie Kirk has passed away after being pow-powed while speaking at Utah Valley University. That's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, we were about 10 minutes into the interview, and 4 people in front of us, we hear the gunshot, and then you see Charlie go limp. His neck kind of turned, and we saw blood immediately.
And could you get a sense, Emma, of his injuries and what happened after that?
Both of our perspectives were that he was shot in the neck. To be perfectly blunt, it felt like so much blood came out of his neck immediately. And then we all took to the ground. I can't tell you almost what happened immediately after. Well, I mean,
now he should have had better security at a rally like that. I think, and like I said, I don't know what these people were thinking. I don't know if they're used to hearing pow-pow shots, but a lot of those people were not running. They said when he got pow-pow in the neck, they said a lot of blood started coming out, and he said, and he was sitting in that chair, he fell back. Now, again, I do not agree with nobody taking nobody's life over politics. It's not worth it. We can agree to disagree, and that's okay. My condolences goes out to Charlie Kirk and his family.
We were about 10 minutes into the interview, and 4 people in front of us, we hear the gunshot, and then you see Charlie go limp. His neck kind of turned, and we saw blood immediately.
And could you get a sense, Emma, of his injuries and what happened after that?
Both of our perspectives were that he was shot in the neck. To be perfectly blunt, it felt like so much blood came out of his neck immediately. And then we all took to the ground. I can't tell you almost what happened immediately after. Well, I mean, we were about 10 minutes into the interview, and 4 people.
Okay, guys, let me stop sharing it. But yes, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this, guys? Yeah, it's sad. It is. It's really sad. I'm sorry. You know, he was very comfortable, you know, going out in these areas like this. And now, if they try to pow 47, what do you think they'll do to somebody else? Just being honest, if they pow 47, what do you think they'll do to somebody else? Now, y'all know, he was, guys, but like I said, my heart goes out to him. And Smart Cookie, did you inbox me? Hello, Audrey Clark. Peace and blessings to you as well. Hello, my lady. You believe that the incident with 47 was fake? Okay. I'm about to go check it again because I didn't see it. So then you got to get together. Let me see. Hello, Overcomer. I am 6. Okay, y'all, this is just sad. It's getting dangerous out here. It's getting very, very dangerous out here with these people. Now, I think everybody should be allowed to go and speak and things like that. I think they should, you should be allowed to. But they don't have to take nobody's life. Let me just look at one more. Now, let me just look at one more here, guys, about this man here. And then we're going to get on to another one here. Because y'all know at the same time, kind of about maybe an hour or so apart, there was a pow at a Colorado school. So let's just look at this here.
Here's what he said. The subject of the horrific shooting today that took the life of Charlie Kirk is now in custody. Thank you to the local and state authorities in Utah for your partnership with the FBI. We will provide updates when able. And so
a major update on our breaking news. FBI Director Kash Patel has just posted on X or Twitter that the suspect in the shooting death of Charlie.
We were about 10 minutes into the interview and 4 people in front of us, we hear the gunshot, and then
You tell me he was a great guy from top to bottom. 47, just don't say nothing. Please just stay out of it. Don't say nothing. And then I don't know what was going on today. I don't know what was going on today. I don't know what was going on today. So this was at a high school. This was at a high school, guys. If y'all did not see that there was a shooting at a pow-powing at a high school today as well. So it wasn't just him getting pow-powed. There was one at a high school.
In high school, the call came in at 12:24 today that we had an active shooter at the school. There are so many jurisdictions up here, I can't name them, but it's like the metro area just responded. We have 3 people who have been transported to the hospital. Don't know conditions on any of them yet. Hopefully we'll have that for you shortly. What's really important for us to get out is reunification with parents and students. That's happening at Bergen Meadow Elementary. That's at 1928 South Highwan Drive. I don't have a lot more. Please ask questions if you have them. Shooting at Evergreen High School. The call came in at 12:24 today that we had an active shooter at the school. There are so many jurisdictions up here, I can't name them, but it's like the metro area just responded. We have 3 people who have been transported to the hospital. Don't know conditions on any of them yet. Hopefully we'll have that for you shortly. What's really important for us to get out is reunification with parents and students. That's happening at Bergen Meadow Elementary. That's at 1928 South Highwan Drive. I don't have a lot more. Please ask questions if you have them. Shooting at Evergreen High School. The call came in at 12:24 today that we had an active shooter at the school. There are so many jurisdictions.
Okay. Okay, guys. So what do we think about the pow pine that happened at the school? What do we think about the pow pine that happened at the school? At the high school now. Yeah, I got so many things up here. Hello, Monique. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. Let me come on camera for a minute. This is getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. But they don't want any pow control. When you try to pass a bill for it, they don't want it. So I don't know what else to do. It's scary to even send your kids to school. I still have one child that's in school. She's in 8th grade. So it's scary. It is scary. We said, how are they? Why are they going in these schools? The schools. The security. Like, well, my kids' school, my daughter's school, you can't get in there. You gotta have be a security. They got metal detectors and everything. You gotta say what student you there for, why you there. They ask all kind of questions. You just ain't gonna be just walking up in there. Yes, y'all. It's a lot. You said Utah just passed open carry on college campus. Well, there you go. There you go, right there. It's, Deborah said that they just passed open carry on 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 the college campus. Well, there we go. You have a grandson that's in the 5th grade. Yeah, it's scary to even send your kids out here to school, y'all. So now we're going to get over here to Miss Hannah Grace. All the credit goes to Miss Hannah Grace. I hope she don't mind me sharing her video. She always has good commentary. But y'all know she was there with Melanie. And she had, give me one second here. She was talking about the incident here with Martell, that he was acting crazy. So let me just get to it here. Let me share the screen again. The credit goes out to Miss Hannah Grace. This is her video. I hope she don't get mad about me sharing her video. But let's take a look, guys. I'm gonna try to speed it up a little bit. But she said this man was out there still acting a fool. Let me play it here.
County, Alabama, when Martell Holt went to court and pled guilty. Let's talk about it.
Let me try to speed it up.
Versing back and forth, but
Hungry Root is here.
And I needed it because my fridge is super
I'm trying to
empty.
speed
I'm
it
gonna
up
open the box.
part while I won't try to listen to this.
I again, the first thing when I saw her, I'm like, his right hand, and he has to plead guilty. He looks at his attorney like, what am I supposed to do? He's supposed to say, I plead guilty. So he did plead guilty. The judge accepted his plea. And one thing I want to note, and I do remember Melody saying this on her live, or something similar. When the prosecutor decided to accept the agreement, the prosecutor wanted on record that that video was still out there. If that video becomes public and they hear of it again, he will be filed up on charges. Again, I'm summarizing, but that was the gist of it. If that video is found again, comes up again, you're going to be held responsible. So that video better not come back out. The courts better not hear anything about it. The judge noted it's on the record. And for the people who say that Martell got off easy, I have to beg to differ at this point. I don't see Martell getting off easy. First of all, Martell wanted to be found not guilty. He hired an attorney. He paid the attorney a lot of money. Now, I know that he got off on a $300 fine, but you better add that $300 to probably 20 or 30,000, or maybe 10 or 15 to the attorney, because he has had this attorney for a while. Attorneys don't work for free. So you may say he got off on an easy $300. No, ma'am, no, sir, no spam, no ham. That man had to end up paying a lot of money to defend himself, and he still had to plead guilty. So how is that getting off easy?
Okay, again, shout out to Hannah Grace. This is her video. She gets all the credit. I hope she does not mind me sharing her video.
And I can understand what you all are saying when you say that the Alabama court system failed Melody. But we got to remember, the prosecutor did not allow Martell to get off on this. They did not drop the charges. They pushed through. Melody pushed through, and they saw to the end and made sure that Martell paid for what he did. So after the court is over, everybody left the courtroom. The few people that were in there left the courtroom.
Let me try to get
Lady is the only one chirping. Then I see she said something. I see Melody stop. And that is probably when she said something about, I don't know what she said at that point, but she said something and allowed, basically, it looked like she was saying, y'all need to go on, leave us alone. Because again, the lady is just running her mouth. Martell ain't said a word. I'm recording. Again, I can't hear what she's saying. I can't make out what she's saying. I'm just hearing chirping, 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 chirping. That's it. So apparently, as I'm looking down to stop my camera, I don't see Martell and Coleslaw. I don't know what direction they went in. I do see Melody and Jason over on the left, because that is where I thought I parked. They went into a parking lot. I'm like, oh, this is the parking lot. It turned out to not be the parking lot that I was parked in, but I went over, and that's when I came up to Melody and spoke with her. And Jason is very stern. He was looking, he didn't crack a smile or anything like that. Those of you all who don't know, my son is an attorney, and he has his poker face just like Jason all the time. So I'm used to the poker face. And since he's an attorney and he has these hard cases from time to time, and he's dealing with a lot of criminals.
We try to get to the part.
Respect of it all.
Hey, back to school already. I want to talk to you about Angel Sense and back to school safety for
the audacity for you to come to her space. I'm going to use the word taunt, because that's what, as an outsider looking in, that's what it felt like. It literally appeared that he was taunting, trying to intimidate, trying to put fear into this woman by saying nothing but a bunch of bull crap, but pulling up on her and looking at her like he was looking straight through her. And I'm telling you, the look on his face seemed like he's very, very bothered by her and her success. He's bothered. He is so, it's almost like he's tormented because he cannot partake of her life now. He has to see her from a distance. He has to see Jason walking beside Melody, shielding her, protecting her, something he didn't do. And now he's upset with Jason, but he can't do anything to Jason because Jason will take him out. Jason would take him down. He can't do anything to Melody physically because Jason won't let him get to her. And he's upset about it, but he can get in the vehicle and come around. He could not leave that court area, the courtroom area, the courthouse area without coming back there to say something to Melody. And like I said before, he could have said anything he wanted to when they were walking down the way to get to their vehicle. He could have said something then, but that behind. And Jason was cool as a cucumber. He didn't say nothing. But Martell waited until he got in that vehicle, then started running his mouth. Why? Because now, since he in the vehicle, Jason come after him, he can put the pedal to the metal and get out of Dodge. I'll say one other thing. I remember Melody said that when Bird and Martell got on the elevator, she said something. Bird said something about a blogger. So that confirmed to me that she was watching, thinking that I was recording and thinking that
I'm trying to get to this one part.
Who are you to be talking to her like this? Because I knew who he was, but then I really did.
I'm trying to get to this one part, guys.
Remember when I told y'all when they were walking, the only person that was talking was the Bird, Martell?
No.
Very stern. He was looking, he didn't crack a smile.
I'm trying to get to this one part here.
I was walking close to Melody and Jason. And all of a sudden, this big black vehicle pulls up. And he pulled up past Melody. And he's looking out of the window and looking back. And Melody is just still walking. She's walking. And he's saying something to her. And the only thing I heard was hair. And you know how them two, the Bird and always used to talk about hair. That's the only thing I heard him say something about hair. So I'm like, in the way he was talking to her, and I'm just going to back up a little bit. If I was Melody and Martell had pulled up on me the way he did with Melody that day, I would have been afraid. I would have felt threatened as well. Exaggerating. I'm just telling you in the moment when I felt. I felt a little fear for Melody. I'm not saying, because I know she has a bodyguard right there, but I'm saying, is she got to put up with this? And I didn't know that the Bird was in the car. I saw him driving, and I had no idea she was in the car, because who in their right mind would have their supposedly girlfriend in a vehicle with them, drives all the way back around where your ex-wife is, just to say something stupid? And that's why I did not know if she was in the vehicle or not. I thought maybe they drove separate cars and that he dropped her off and then he came back around there. But Melody said she was up in the vehicle. And he is sitting here really intimidating this woman. Remember when I told y'all when they were walking, the only person that was talking was the Bird? Martell had his head down. He wasn't saying a word. Know not to say anything. The Bird don't know. Jason probably would have had to take her down too if she had made wrong move. But more than likely, he wouldn't take her down because she just running her mouth. But if Martell had a step to him, he was going down, in my opinion. That's why Martell didn't say nothing. But as soon as he got in that big boat, that big long truck, Now you want to come and talk. Now you want to run your mouth. Talk about somebody's hair and somebody's face. Talk about that's your boyfriend. I respect Melody. I love what she's doing. She has a very pleasant, beautiful spirit. A lot of people can appreciate her and just can love on her and her children because of the person that she is. And when he did that to her, I'm like, who are you? I'm like, really? My question was, who are you to be talking to her like this? Because I knew who he was, but then I really didn't understand the disrespect of it all. The audacity for you to come to her space. I'm going to use the word taunt because that's what, as an outsider looking in, that's what it felt like. It literally appeared that he was taunting, trying to intimidate, trying to put fear into this woman by saying nothing but a bunch of bull crap, but pulling up on her and looking at her like he was looking straight through her. And I'm telling you, the look on his face seemed like he's very, very bothered by her and her success. He's bothered. He is so, it's almost like he's tormented because he cannot partake of her life now. He has to see her from a distance. He has to see Jason walking beside Melody, shielding her, protecting her, something he didn't do. And now he's upset with Jason, but he can't do anything to Jason because Jason will take him out. Jason would take him down. He can't do anything to Melody physically because Jason won't let him get to her. And he's upset about it, but he can get in the vehicle and come around. He could not leave that court area, the courtroom area, the courthouse area without coming back there to say something to Melody. And like I said before, he could have said anything he wanted to when they were walking down the way to get to their vehicles. He could have said something then, but what he do? He wasn't going to do it because Jason was on that behind. And Jason was cool as a cucumber. He didn't say nothing.
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court.
To the part where she's saying that Martell thinks that Melody.
Martell waited until he got in that vehicle, then started running his mouth. Why? Because now, since he in the vehicle, Jason come after him, he can put the pedal to the metal and get out of Dodge. I'll say one other thing. I remember Melody said that when Bird and Martell got on the elevator, she said something. Bird said something about a blogger. So that confirmed to me that she was watching, thinking that I was recording and thinking that I was going to put some information out. I was going to do a video all the time, but I just never got around to doing it. But it had nothing to do with them other than what he pled guilty to. I wanted to give the information, but the information has been out for a while, so there was no need for me to rush and do a video. The last thing I would like to say is that if I am not mistaken, I heard Melody say that she had to take out a protective order against Martell last week. Now, this case that I'm talking about today happened on the 18th, which was about 2 weeks ago. So that means that he's done something after he pulled up on her. He did something else, in my opinion. The bottom line is she's going to have to keep recording. She's going to have to keep documenting. She's going to have to keep protecting herself. And she's going to have to make sure that the court system know that what Martell is doing. And Coleslaw going to get caught up because she's running her mouth. She's going to get caught up in her mouth. She's going to let Martell get her in a whole lot of trouble. But anyway.
I'm trying to get to that one piece here, guys.
I see.
So what she said, guys, and I'm going to try to get to it. She said that Martell was hollering out the car that Melody and Jason are secretly married. That's what Hannah Grace allegedly, it's going to say allegedly, but I'm trying to get to that part where she said that Martell thinks that Melody and Martell are secretly married. She said, now this don't make no sense. So I don't know why. She said, Hannah was like, I don't know why Martell thinks that. She said, but that's what Martell was saying. So that's the part I was trying to get to, that Miss Hannah Grace was saying, that that's what Martell thinks. He thinks that Jason and Melody, just allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, that they were secretly married. So that's why I'm trying to get to that part.
Melody and Jason. Also see Martell.
I'm trying to get to that part here.
That Corey was talking about, that she was looking for someone to put that video out, and that Martell had asked her to do it. He knew.
I'm trying to get to that part here.
And that Mr. Holt is going to plead guilty.
I'm trying to get to that part here.
That the Alabama court system failed Melody. But we got to remember, the prosecutor did not allow Martell to get off on this. They did not drop it.
I'm going to try to see if it come up here. So, what she was saying, she was saying that Martell thinks that, now I'm just going to say allegedly. Let me put my thing up here. Let me put my banner up here. This is what Hannah's saying, that she was out there when they were out there talking. She said that's what Martell was saying. Now, I wasn't out there, and I wasn't there. That's what she is saying. And I think, allegedly, she said that Martell did something else where Melody had to go back down there and file something on him again. So I'm saying allegedly. So this is what the crazy man thinks like. I'm going to say allegedly. So this is alleged. This is alleged. This is what Martell is saying. That this is alleged. So the man has lost it. So that's what Hannah Grace was saying, that he has lost his mind while he's saying this. Now we all know that's not true. But this is what he's thinking in his mind, that something is wrong with him. So I don't know where they get these, I don't know where Martell is getting these things from. That's I don't know where he's getting it from. So first they said Melanie was pregnant. We know that's a lie. Now he got out here that Melody and Jason is secretly married, and we know that's a lie. Now Melanie already told us the reason why she had to get, the reason that she had to get Jason for around the clock security. Give me just a second. So we know that. So this is what he is saying. So now we all know that that's not true, guys. We all know that's not true. We all know that Melody is not secretly married to Jason. We know Melody is not pregnant by Jason. But if something is not working in Martell's mind, it's something wrong. Something is not working. Again, shout out to Hannah Grace. Y'all can see the full video over there on Hannah Grace channel. If y'all don't follow her, go over there and follow her, because I don't want to keep showing her whole video. But the credit and everything goes to Hannah Grace. But I can't get the specific time in which she was saying that Martell was howling out the window saying that to Melody. That he think, well, what I just said. I don't want to keep repeating it because we know it's a lie. But that's what he thinks in his mind, that first it was that she's pregnant by him. Now he's trying to say that they're secretly married. Now we know Jason and Melody are not secretly married. We know Melody is not pregnant. But I think he really believes this in his head, y'all. I think so. And I really think what Hannah was saying was that when Melody and Jason was walking out, he didn't say nothing to Jason. It was Coleslaw who was doing all the talking. But soon as he get in his vehicle, like Hannah Gray said, then he wants to start talking about that's your boyfriend, that's your husband, y'all married, you know, all this crap. Why didn't you say that while you was in the man distance? Why didn't you say that? Why would you wait till you get in your car and then you want to say that? Because then if he run up to the car, you're going to speed off. And I believe that. I believe that Martell really won't fight guys. Now, we know he lift weights and everything like that, but I don't think Martell will fight. I do. I don't think he's going to fight y'all. If it comes down to it, I don't think Martell is going to fight. I don't think Martell will fight a man. Now, he might jump up in women's face and things like that, but he's not going to fight no man. I'm not no man. He'll jump in a women's face and, you know, big, you know, act big and bold, but to actually come down to it and fight a man, I don't think he's going to do it. I really don't. A woman, yeah, he'll get up in their face and talk smack, but when it comes down to a fight a man, I don't think he's going to do it. I don't. Now, allegedly, let me come on camera here. Now, that's why I said he's still talking crap. Now, I don't know what was the other thing that Hannah said that allegedly Melody had to go down and file more charges on him about something. I don't know what that was now. I don't. But hello, Planner Baby. Now, see, and this is what I don't understand as, you know, me as a woman. Why would my ex-husband be worried about if I was secretly married, if I had a boyfriend, who I'm giving my twat to? Why is that your concern? Why is that your concern, sir? You have been swinging and dangling your thing even before y'all got divorced. And Melody ain't said one word about who you swinging and dangling yours to. But why is it that you so concerned about Melody's? I don't get it. Excuse me, y'all. I'm trying to understand that. Why are you so concerned about that? And then me as a woman, if I'm with a man, right, and do you think I'm gonna be on the passenger side with a man while he's chasing down his ex-wife and her security guard? I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna say, let me out of here. I don't understand it. If you over Melody, why are you concerned about who getting her cat? I'm trying to understand this for the life of me. Why are you concerned? Why would you be concerned if she was married to somebody else? She ain't checking for you and Coleslaw. She ain't worried about if you and Coleslaw is allegedly married. She ain't worried about if you and her doing something. So I'm confused here. Why would you be worried about that? And ladies, would you be in a car with your man and he chasing down his ex-wife and her security? Wouldn't you have a problem with that? What the hell going on here? Do you still want her? I don't have a problem with that. Because me, I don't care if my ex got married. I don't care who he's slanging and banging. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. And most definitely, I'm not going to be in the car with no man who's chasing down his ex-wife and her security. And then, you got to be thinking something wrong with him when he's making up this stuff in his head. I think he's losing his mind or he's crashing out or something. And it's dangerous. This is serious, guys. This is no laughing matter. You know, we say Martell, you know, he's short of a six-pack. His elevator will go to the top. But it's something wrong with him when he's making up these things in his head about Melody. It's something wrong, y'all. First, if it wasn't people making up that she was pregnant, because if she's pregnant, she should have been had that baby by now. She should have been had the baby if she's pregnant. And then, guys, if Melanie was even married, do you know how many of these bloggers will put that out there? Do you know how many people would be looking and checking and looking for receipts and this and that? So I don't know where he got that from. I think he just makes up shit in his head. And then, well, I'm not, and him as well. Other people as well, they'll say it too. Because let me see. We almost over a year now. She still ain't hatched out this baby, this imaginary baby that she got. And you know what? She ain't even showing y'all. So I'm trying to figure out what happened to this baby that she supposed to have. Did y'all see the baby? I ain't seen the baby yet. Everybody was so determined. Melody is pregnant. Where's the damn baby at? I ain't seen it. What did she have, a boy or a girl? I haven't seen the baby yet. I didn't even see her stomach poked out. Now with Sugar Mama, you know, her stomach was poked out. But with this baby Melody, wow. I ain't never seen nobody have no flat stomach and be pregnant. I ain't never seen nobody be working out, getting on rides and everything pregnant. And y'all know how Melody is when she get pregnant. She's very cautious. You know, she told us she stay in the house, you know, for 6 weeks and things like that. But with this particular baby, she been getting around. She been in Paris. She been everywhere. But I don't know why her stomach ain't poking out. I ain't seen it. Let me know if y'all seen it. Because, let me see. She been holding that baby in, y'all. She been holding that baby in good. I ain't seen it. I ain't never seen nobody be pregnant for almost a whole year yet. And then we didn't see her stomach pop out. But I know when she was pregnant with Sugar Mama, her stomach was popped out. This time the baby didn't pop out. I wonder what happened. What happened to the baby? Oh, okay. No. I didn't see her stomach, you know. I ain't never seen nobody who pregnant with a flat stomach. And then they be pregnant for almost a whole year? Just, I don't know. Let me know if y'all know people that be pregnant, their stomach don't pop out. And I never seen it before. Let me know. You know, I ain't seen her go off the camera for no 9 months and then, you know, I ain't seen it. I don't know where these people be getting, you know, this delusion. I think some of these people are delusional. And I think Martell, maybe, you know what, guys? I think it's sinking in. I think it's really sinking in that Melody is gone. And I think he thought that because him and Melody had grew up together that she was not going to get over him. That's what I'm thinking, guys. I think that's what he thought, that because they grew up together, that Melody wasn't going to get over him. That's what I'm thinking he thought. And some people do think that, you know, like your first love or whatever, it takes you a while to get over them. But, you know, it usually be hard for the woman to get over a man or divorce or a relationship. But it just, you know how people break up, they get back together, break up, get back together. And I think that he thought that this is what's going to happen to him and Melody. And I think he can't understand why it's not the same thing that happened before when Melody would come back to him. I think he might be praying for Melody to come back to him. And you know what, guys? Another thing is, just imagine that you did power to break somebody down. Just imagine it. And they just bounce back like a rubber band. And they like more successful than what they were with you. Do you know that could just breaking your heart? Do you know what that could do to people, just to see them glow up and you just got to sit back and watch? I know that got to be tearing him down inside. Just imagine, guys, you were a millionaire. You lived on a hill, you lived in a mansion, you had money in the bank, you can buy, you know, kind of basically, you know, whatever you wanted, mostly whatever you wanted. Go on trips when you wanted to, you had a nice family. You had businesses, you had hope and hope. You had your wife was doing her thing. Y'all was successful. And then with a blink of an eye, it went away just like that. And Now you got to sit on the sideline while your wife and your ex-wife and your kids live out y'all dream, but without you in it. Do you know how damning that could be for somebody to tear that? How that's just tearing you down. Do you know how sick to my stomach I would be? Every day it must feel like he got to throw up just to sit or watch Melody blow up like that. Watch her in Paris. Watch her travel all over the world without you. Do you know how sick that can make a person? Just be honest. That would make me sick to my stomach. Just to step back and watch my ex-wife and kids travel all over the world. And I tried to destroy her. And she just keep going up. Did y'all see how much money Melanie made? I think it was 1 or 2 days. It was like $63,000 in 1 or 2 days. He was telling people, don't support DV. Don't support her business. And they just made people run over there and buy more and more stuff. Do you know how that got to hurt you? That's why I think that he's getting weaker and weaker. Like a demon, when you keep talking about God or the Bible, they just get weaker and weaker. That's how he did. He looked like he's losing his mind, y'all. He don't look too good, y'all. And when a person like that don't look good, y'all have to watch out for people like that. You really do. You got to watch out for people like that. And it's not a laughing matter. Now, we do say like Martell is crashing out, but I am serious. This man is losing it. And Hannah Grace said it herself. She said Martell looked like he was looking straight through Melody. Like he was some type of a demon or something. And she said it wasn't a laughing matter. He can't stand that Melody has blown up like that and making all that money without him, y'all. Everything he tried to do to tear Melody down, it just, she just get better and better. She just keep going up and up. And y'all know Melody's athletic wear is going to be in the New York runway. And let me tell y'all something. Coleslaw and Martell and them other people from that cast, they got fake accounts. And y'all don't think they be over here on these TikTok lives and things watching Melody? They do. They do. Do you know he probably crying, sitting in his car crying every day about this? Melody was just in Paris. Melody can get on a trip and go anywhere she wants. And I think he probably realizing that he put his own feet in his mouth because, he had, I bet you he hate having those kids for that week. And while she goes for, can go for a week and go out of the country or wherever she want to go. I bet you he don't like that. I bet you he do not like that. And that's why Coleslaw is saying that he needs to give Melody full custody. That's why she's saying that, y'all. Martell needs to give Melody full custody of the kids. Y'all know why? Because she don't want Melody to be able to go out of town, like she do for weeks at a time. Because when it's Martell time to have the kids, Melody just gone and she can go out of town. But see, this is the thing. Y'all know Miss Van has retired, so Melanie can still go out of town. And Melanie can have names if she wants to, that's going to take her kids back and forth to school or whoever. So she still can do that. So that's not going to stop Melanie from traveling or doing what she's going to do. Coleslaw, Melanie, just stay in your fake, with your fake account, you can learn something from Melanie. Just be on her lives and just learn something from her. She can probably, help you grow. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Let me see what y'all said in the chat. It's sickening, guys. And then let me tell y'all something else, if y'all remember this. For somebody to tell, I wouldn't have took him back. But Coleslaw, I don't think she had a father in her life because they said allegedly she's by a side piece. She's a side piece baby. That he told Melanie that they could move out of state and he would just send that baby money back here. He would never see that baby again. Now, just to hear somebody say that about your child, that they would just send child support back here and they would never see your baby again, and you still got your stupid ass up here riding around with him, being with him after he was going to give up your child and say that he would never see that child again. Miles Morales. He would just send you money. Girl, bye. No, ma'am. But the woman that Melanie is, Melanie said, no, I would not let you do that. Because I wouldn't want nobody to do that to my kids. Melanie told him no. If Melanie would have agreed, he would have left that baby. That baby wouldn't have seen Martell. But let me just tell y'all this. A man, let me tell y'all something. If Melanie would have, just say he would have said that he's going to break everything off of Coleslaw, he's going to go see the baby, anything like that, he would have still been sneaking over there seeing that baby, y'all. He would have still been sneaking around with Coleslaw. Yes, he would have. I don't care what nobody say. He would have still been sneaking around with her, y'all. He was not going to stop messing with Coleslaw. And the only reason right now why he messing with nobody is because he can't afford to. He can't afford to. He can't afford to do it. Let me put some of my 7th Avenue Beauty lip balm on my lip. Yep, there we go. I put me some 7th Avenue Beauty. Y'all, he was gonna still be messing around with Coleslaw. He was gonna still be messing around with her, but I wouldn't. If somebody would have said that about my child, even though I wouldn't have messed with a married man, but I wouldn't have had nothing else to do with him no more. That would have been the end, right there. Y'all, make sure y'all get y'all 7th Avenue Beauty lip primer. Baby, this right here is like gold. 7th Avenue lip primer. Y'all see my soup coolers? 7th Avenue. Yeah, he wanted Melody to let him cheat in peace. Melody said, hell no. If y'all want to continue to let people cheat on y'all go right ahead. Melody said, I'm out of here. And y'all know what? There's a study that say that women who don't got no husband or no man, they live longer because they're not stressed out. They're not stressed out. They don't have any worries or anything like that. They're not stressed out. So, no. Miss Bannon, the Nuggets got some parents bureau. You said Kirk Frost is having a second child with the side chick, allegedly. But now let me hop on there for a minute. Now I'm gonna ask y'all a question. If y'all boyfriend or husband cheated on y'all, right? Would y'all be able to sit at a table with the woman he cheated on you with? Would you be able to let this woman go on vacation with y'all? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. For me, it's a hell to the fuck no. It's a hell to the fuck no. She can't even come to the house and drop the damn baby off. No, ma'am. But see, me, I'd have been gone. She could have him. Because if he cheated on his wife, what the hell do you think he's going to do for you? I tell people all the time, if a person cheat on a wife, you think by him getting with you, he going to treat you any better? He going to treat you worse. Y'all don't got no attachment. Y'all ain't got no papers on you, so he going to treat your ass even worse. Because you're going to know the deal already. You was cheating with him when he met you. So what's the problem? Hello, Ophelia. You said, hey, Dot Willie. Smart Cookie said, you cheat, you gone. Let's see. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I like to read y'all comments. I'm not eating at no fucking dinner table where no woman that cheated with my husband and got a baby by him. I'm not even doing it for no fucking show, y'all. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not even doing it for the fucking show. No, man. No. Get somebody else to do it, not me. Some things are just not worth it. Like a lot of actors will not play GAY roles. They say, get somebody else to do it. They don't care how much you pay them. Some people have integrity and moral. They're just not going to do it for any type of money. I'm not doing that. I don't care what they pay. Okay? No, man. Just go on. You know, and that's how people get caught up with money. The money is the rule of all evil. People will do anything for money. Like Cameron. Y'all know who Melissa Ford is? Pretty girl. Well, back in the day, she's pretty. She didn't got older now. I don't know what happened between him and her, but he got on this here internet and said, I could have went off on you like I could have went deeper on you. Like you was effing people in the bathroom for $2,000. You don't remember you effed Ice-T in the bathroom for $2,000? He said, now I could go further with you, allegedly. Whatever you do in the dark will come out in the light. Melissa Ford was a very pretty girl. She was just like, wait a minute, is it Melissa Ford? Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. Is it Melissa Ford? Yeah, her name Melissa Ford. He came on this here internet and told everybody she was at the Kit Kat Club when she was a waitress, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only, effing people in the bathroom for $2,000. Let me tell you something, baby. Money, and it ain't worth it. And these rappers and these actors, when they get mad at you, they're going to tell on you. He came right here on this internet, and y'all know Melissa Ford is on the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah, Joe Budden podcast. Cameron, the rapper, came right here on this internet and said Melissa Ford was at the Kit Kat Club when she was a waitress, effing people in the bathroom for $2,000. Said she had did Ice-T in the bathroom, allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Now, I don't know who else. He said as she come back on this internet, he said and say anything else about him, he said he gonna unload the clip on her. That's why I know a lot of people were doing stuff to try to make it, but that's just something you don't do, honey. Because these rappers will come back and unload the clip on you. I don't know what you did to Cameron to make her mad. He said, "Stay online. I get Ice-T." He said she did Ice-T in the bathroom for $2,000. Hello, Audrey Clark. These men are scandalous. Let me see what y'all saying. Audrey said, when as we as a nation are going to realize everyone ain't mentally stable to accept reckoning of so much hate. Wretched are spewing so much hate, praying for healing of this nation. Look, let me tell y'all something. These white supremacists don't care nothing about wrecking havoc or spewing hate. They don't care. They don't care about that. They just making sure that we as Black people never get on top and they be on the bottom. That's all they care about. They don't care what they got to do to keep us on the bottom and they stay on the top. That's all it's about. And that's why they said they didn't vote for Kamala Harris, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. They thought that if she got in office, she was going to make sure Black people got on the top. Okay? And they could not have that. They didn't care if it was for the good of the country. They said they just couldn't have that. I don't know why they didn't think that with Obama, but this is what they said. These people are hateful. And let me tell y'all something. If something's coming, and these Caucasian or white people, I'm not racist. I love everybody, no matter your skin color. But a lot of stuff Black people invented, they stole it from us. And they know they did wrong. Now, I hope Charlie Kirk I hope that he prayed for himself. And, I hope he was able to ask God to forgive him for his sins. And now he's standing there looking at a Black Jesus. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let's see here. It's very unfortunate in Colorado. I have no sympathy for people who feel hate. Now they can take it up with Satan when they meet their maker. These states create their own problems. You're right about that. 72 likes and 83 in the chat. Let's get those likes up, please, and thank you. Yes, I love Hannah Grace. I'm subscribed to her channel, and that's why I said I hope she don't get mad about me showing her thing there. But yeah, that's what Hannah Grace was saying, that he was saying out the car, that they were secretly, you know what? And I don't like to say it too much because people will run with it and say, I said it. I'm just saying what she said, but we know that's not true. Let me tell y'all something. Melody, to me, I'm not saying that Melody is perfect, by no means necessary. We all got flaws. But when they were saying that she's around here messing with a married woman, Melody has morals and standards to me. I didn't believe that for one moment. Melody comes from a praying mother. Do Melody got flaws? Yes. Do I got flaws? Yes. But for her, I don't believe that Melody would mess with a married man. I don't think Melody would get secretly married. I don't think none of that. But we just have to know the type of demon time that Martell is on. We have to know it. We got to keep it out here that the man is crashing out, that the man is, I'm sorry, I keep looking at my light right here, so don't think I'm losing it. My light right here on my laptop. But we got to keep the word out here that the man is crashing out. And we got to make sure that we keep it out here, because if we don't know what this man will do. We don't know what he'll do. And I'm just keeping it real. You like Hannah Grace too? What happened to baby Jane? Yes. Linda Gambo. Yeah, the man thought he didn't do nothing wrong. Martell is a nutcase. The child custody case is coming up there in October. Now, one thing that Coleslaw did ask, she was asking Martell when she already knows the answer. Can we move out? Can we move out of state? She know damn well Martell can't move out of state because he got a custody case going on. October 15th is your daughter's birthday. My daughter's birthday is October 7th. She's a Libra, baby. Them Libras are something else, baby. I don't think he's going to take the psyche val, y'all. I don't think he's going to take it. And I don't think the judge going to do anything about it. I don't think he's going to take it. You said the bird reminds me of the woman from Milwaukee that pow the other baby mama from Chicago. Yes, and that's why I say, guys, anything that Martell say, I just keep it. I try to share it because I know a lot of people was not sharing that he had said that. Now, if y'all can go to Hannah Grace channel, guys, y'all can get the full thing of what she said. I couldn't get that little piece because I didn't want to keep showing her video too long or what have you. But go look at Hannah Grace's video and y'all will see what she was saying that Martell was saying. Martell and the Bird said they broke and she wants to be a kept woman. I don't know how she don't kept woman without no damn car. Hello, Patricia T. They wanted Mel to get out of character so they could send that video to social media and twist it and say Mel was jealous. No, I think that what I think is they wanted them to get the fight so they could have sued Melody. Allegedly. Allegedly. Why do these new women be so invested into the ex? I don't know. They act like they never had no man before. Yeah, they two dirty little hamsters. Martell is so worried about where Melody is spending her money. He wants his hands on it so bad. He sure do. Yeah, y'all know Martell is jealous. Melody going all out of town and everything. Y'all remember when Melody went to Paris and she took the 4-piece nuggets. Y'all remember he went to court and told the court. Now wait, Melody went to Paris before and she took the 4-piece nuggets, right? He was telling Melody that he wanted to go with the kids to Paris with them. So Melody said, "Hell to the fuck no." Y'all remember he went to court and told the judge that Melody took those kids to Paris and messed up their bedtime schedule, talking about she done threw off their bedtime. Now, if Melody would agree to let him go to Paris with her, he would have been fine. But since Melody didn't let him go to Paris, this is during Fashion Week too. He told the judge that the kids are all messed up with their bedtime because Melody took the kids to Paris. Now, let me know if y'all remember that. See, what Martell had coleslaw food that he was making all the money. So she thought if she got Melanie out the way that she was going to be living like Melanie was living. But it backfired on her. Melanie was the moneymaker. Martell was the tag along. You said, remember a couple years ago, the Bird said they signed life insurance policies on her IG Live. I remember that, and I think Melanie looked into that. He said, I believe he must have concealed himself because Mel would have recognized him. Yeah, I know they got like I said, I know they got fake accounts on Melanie's Live. Oh yeah. Yeah. She went there and let him get a life insurance policy. Now, if he has I know when you got the DD, you supposed to turn in all weapons, but if that's been dropped and he just has harassing communication, does he still have to turn in the weapon? He said that Melanie is taking care of a married man. Well, if he is married, she got to pay him. He or her security. Martell been stalking Melanie. I don't think he gonna stop. And Melanie is learning that he ain't gonna stop harassing her. So that's why she coming out here telling everything. And I don't think Martell done turned to no weapon. Yeah, Melanie has to bump that. Let's see. Let me see. Is that Mo Better? Hello, hello, welcome. Melanie Martell needs to pay that $62,000 back to that couple for their house. I think he put that in his bankruptcy, that $62,000, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly. Mel should have never did that. She should have said, get him. Yeah, Martell has snapped, guys. He is losing his mind. The man has lost his mind, y'all, in my personal opinion. You said Martell will be jail. You said Marty will be jail eventually. That's the only thing that will stop him. Yes. Let's see. Even if he tried to fight Jason, I'm sure Jason is trained and he will do what he will do. Well, his heart narc ass. Yes, I think Jason was ready for Martell. Wait a minute, you said Martell has Nell Fletcher saying that Melody is sleeping with a married man. When did she say that, Linda? When did Nell say that? You said he was fighting the Scots at Madani. They didn't show it though. I didn't see that, Sonya. But the nerve of Martell to be concerned about who Melody talking, who Melody talking. I think you meant talking to Martell, no, Melody and that man are not together. He's trying to pit his Jack O'Mills back. Put his jacket on Mills back. He will never fight and get his. He will fight and get his ass kicked. He sure will. I think Jason will take his ass out. You said the show ratings have dropped to 230,000? Wow. Yeah, she was probably laughing, Sonya, with her slow ass. Martell still believes that Melanie belongs to him. Realized that he messed up and let me see. Or realized that she messed up and come back. In his mind, she's upset with him and just taking a break. He's beyond delusional. Yeah, I told y'all that's what he thinks in his whole mind. Nell Fletcher is just mad. Mel is no longer her friend. You right about that? Yes, he gave Mel 3 to 5 years to come back to him. Let me see what else y'all said. Baby, when Mel step out there with a man, Martell gonna lose it. He gonna lose it. When Mel step out with a man or get married, baby, Melanie gonna have to have about 10 security guards. I'm just saying, y'all, she's gonna have about 10 security guards because he gonna lose his mind. Let me see if that's better. I'm gonna have to invest in me some more lights. Yeah, he gonna lose his mind when Melanie get a man. So I think that's why Melanie really don't show nobody because he'll lose it, y'all. He'll lose it. Let me see here. Yeah, he wanted to. If he can, he wants to go with Melody. Anywhere she go. 105 likes, 96 in the chat. Thank you. You said Melody debunked that lie about sleeping with a married man. Right. We know Melody ain't sleeping with no married man, y'all. We all know that. All right, guys, let's get into. Give me 1 second. Let's get into y'all, we're gonna get into that in a second, but I did just want to get into this. Let's get into ROMECA MEEKS case. This kind of is on the same line as Melody. So let's get into this, guys, with ROMECA. You know, this baby was only 31 years old. I got a 30-year-old son. You know, this is sad. Let's get into this, guys.
Oh, we got a crazy story coming out of Chicago, Illinois, and this happened exactly yesterday on September 8, 2025. Now, this young lady, ROMECA MEEKS, right? She's from Chicago, Illinois, 31 years old. She's a mother of a 5-year-old son, and she had that 5-year-old son with this individual. This is Carlos. I don't really know Carlos' last name, but he go by Carlos Loso's way on Instagram. Now, they was together for a while, of course. Now, I don't know why they broke up, but 9 times out of 10 in these situations, if it came to this extreme, he probably wasn't on top of his stuff. He probably was messing around. He probably was messing over the girl. So she ended the situation. Now, I don't know if that's why, but 9 times out of 10, that's usually what it be. Now, this young lady, she was a go-getter, right? She was taking trips. She was doing her thing. She was the type of baby mama or woman you want to have your kids with, right? And he messed that up. And it seems like he couldn't get over that. So guess what happened? While Mrs. ROMECA MEEKS was dropping her son off at school that morning, this young lady, which is his new girlfriend, this young lady right here, ran up on ROMECA MEEKS. Now, they was fighting. 9 times out of 10, she was getting the best of this young lady. This young lady pulled out a firearm and discharged it, boom, right in the face, hitting ROMECA right in the face. Now, it was said that he was holding her, Carlos was holding ROMECA in a headlock while his new girlfriend fired one shot into her face. Now, I want you to...
I know this. Now, that's what I was saying, guys. This is dangerous. This lady had a restraining order on this man. He was always popping up at her job, popping up at the son's school with a restraining order on him. Now, if you trying to prevent your baby mama and them from fighting, why would you grab one of them and put one of them in a headlock while another one got a pow-pow? How's that helping the situation? If you seen your new girlfriend with a pow-pow, why didn't you run up on her and grab that pow-pow from her? Why would you want her to hurt your other child's mother? You hated this your other baby mama so bad. You wanted your new girlfriend to end her life where your son don't got no mama. You got that much hate for this woman that had your child, that you want your son to grow up without a mother? This man could have went over there or could have told that girl to put that pow-pow back or went over there and grabbed it. Why would you have this other girl in the headlock? Why would you even go up there to the son's school when you know the mother was dropping this child off? Why? It seems like y'all planned this. Y'all was looking for trouble. That girl wasn't bothering you. What you walked into that school for? And what type of man is you to go up there in front of your son's school and start trouble with the mother? If you have any respect and love for your son. I can't get over you grab this woman in the headlock, your baby mama, and let the other girlfriend pow her in the face, the chin, and the torso. This is crazy.
Think about this. The jealousy that's involved for you to even be in this girl vicinity because you had a restraining order against you, my G. This girl did not want you around her for nothing at all, for purposes like this. And this is why I say sometimes restraining orders don't matter. You're a female, you need to keep that WAP on you. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is just pure jealousy, dog. You couldn't get this woman back 9 times out of 10. I didn't see stuff like this in real life. Dudes really be mad they can't get these type of women back. You had... Yo, we got a crazy story.
He had the woman. But you couldn't stop cheating on her, so she left you. She left you because you couldn't stop cheating on her. I don't understand this, guys. I don't understand this. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I just wanted to look at the part 2 with you guys. Let me just show y'all the part 2 here. This is crazy. And that's why I'm glad Mel got security.
You want to have your kids with, right? And he messed that up. And it seems like he couldn't get over that. So guess what happened? While Mrs. ROMECA MEEKS was dropping her son off at school that morning, this young lady, which is his new girlfriend, this young lady right here, ran up on ROMECA MEEKS. Now, they was fighting. 9 times out of 10, she was getting the best of this young lady. This young lady pulled out a firearm and discharged it, boom, right in the face, hitting ROMECA right in the face. Now, it was said that he was holding her, Carlos was holding ROMECA in a headlock while his new girlfriend fired one shot into her face. Now, I want you to think about this. The jealousy that's involved for you to even be in this girl vicinity, because you had a restraining order against you, my G. This girl did not want you around her for nothing at all, for purposes like this. And this is why I say sometimes restraining orders don't matter. You're a female, you need to keep that WAP on you. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is just pure jealousy, dog. You couldn't get this woman back 9 times out of 10. I didn't see stuff like this in real life. Dudes really be mad they can't get these type of women back. You had this type of woman. You fumbled this type of woman. Now you can't get over it because the other girl don't compare to this, man. Hold on, pause. This is the other girlfriend. Come on. You jealous. What you jealous of? This girl probably never did you nothing. Not probably did you anything, but he pillow talking, making this girl go against this girl. I know you are over there pillow talking, making one girl go against another girl. Like, come on, dude. Now this young lady is in jail. And this young lady is named Holly Johnson. Yes, she's arrested.
And you know what? Like I told y'all, these men are softer than a piece of toilet tissue now. I bet you go over there pillow talking, talking about all this stuff that she be doing. Because this girl had a Mercedes. She made clothes. She did TikTok. She was on Facebook. And I think she got a YouTube page. This girl was going on trips. She was doing it big. She said on her Instagram that she wasn't thinking about him no more. She wanted him to leave her alone. So this girl knew Holly, she couldn't compete with this other girl. So in her mind, allegedly and for entertainment purposes, take her out. Allegedly. I'm just saying. Because look, her baby ain't even walking yet. And she could be in jail for the rest of her life for this man here. That ain't got shit going on for herself. Remind you of another Martell, baby. This is another Martell. You sat back on the sidelines. You fumbled her. You ain't going on no more trips or nothing. You fumbled her, and now this is what you got. Now, I'm not saying this young lady ain't got nothing going on, but she ain't got nothing going on like this young lady right here, because he can't leave her alone.
She's locked up. I don't know if he is even locked up or what. I don't know what the case is with him, but he is the root cause to this whole situation. And it's crazy, man. I'm tired of seeing situations like this. Take your L, my G. Fellas, take your L and keep moving, bro.
Hey.
Y'all whacking these females, putting these females in different dangerous situations. Like, come on, what is wrong with y'all? But like I said, man, rest in peace and condolences to the family. And this is a crazy situation, man. ROMECA MEEKS should not be gone from this earth, but unfortunately, this is something that her family has to deal with. But y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know how y'all feel.
Yeah, this is sad. It's just sad. It's really sad that this man did this. Men pillow talk. If y'all don't know that, men pillow talk, baby. They talk more than women do. Believe that. They talk more than women do. Same thing with Melody. He fumbled Melody. And now he's sitting back on the sidelines, seeing Melanie enjoy her life. That's what's going on. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about this story. Did y'all hear about that? Let me see what y'all saying. This girl, 31 years old, a baby. Like I told you, I got a son that's 30. Life gone. Oh, okay. I knew because Melanie was on her live. She said she had her pow downstairs. She keep it. Now, it'll be unfortunate that you have to lay your ex-husband out, but it's got to be allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. But if you already told him you got restraining orders on your ex, your baby daddy, or whoever, it'll be unfortunate if you have to lay them out. But if I have to, you got to do what you got to do. It's either going to be you or him. Either or, take your pick. Let me see what y'all saying. Wait a minute. You said, what does Martell expect? He's with his bird. Is Mel supposed to be by herself for life? That's why I'm telling y'all, the man is crazy. He don't think Melanie getting her no eggplant. I know he crazy. For Martell to say Jason is over there at night, that means he has been pulling up and stalking and driving by at night. By Mel exposing Martell, he will be more careful to. No, you said, let me see, at night by Melanie exposing Martell, he will be more careful to harass her, record Mel. Yes, but you know what I think he's doing? I think he's picking up kids. I think he asking those kids questions. I think he asking the 4-piece nugget questions. Just my personal opinion. Deborah said because he wanted that girl to pow her because he wanted to do, but he was a coward, so he made her to do it. Yeah, and she gonna be in the jail for the rest of her life because if y'all could, I gotta find another recording. She was saying, "I'm a concealed carry." Just because you're a concealed carry, that don't mean you can go around here pow-powing people. Your life have to be in danger. You have to see a threat. There was no threat. He had her in a headlock. Y'all came up there to her. So how's you in a threat if you came up there to where she was at? That ain't gonna fly with no self-defense because she was dropping her son off at school. And think about this, guy. Her son got to continue to go to that school there, and he got to remember that every day where his mama dropped him off, and in front of that school, his mama, passed away there. I think the grandparents should take him out of that school because that's going to be hard for him to go through there and knowing his mama lost her life in the front of his school. So the self-defense, that ain't gonna fly because you came up to that baby school where his mother was dropping him off. Okay, so you came up there looking for trouble. And let me tell you something. That man she got will throw her ass on the bus to save his own ass, and he'll be out here with the next woman. I heard that both baby daddy and new girlfriend was under restraining order. Okay, she going to jail because you weren't supposed to be up there. You said, I think Martell got a call from Carlos. That is why he told Ariane to say positive talk. Martell has spent every scene saying he is moving on. but just 2 weeks ago showing he is still pressed. Yeah, he's still pressed about Melody. The crazy part is that the baby daddy and girlfriend is going to prison and children with no parents. Right. And that baby that she got, that baby not even gonna remember her. Oh, Melody do got her own weapon. Didn't y'all hear on her live? And she was talking to her neighbor. She was like, you know, her making sure her pawpaw was down there in the basement, down there in the basement with her. Yeah, Melody is strapped, honey. Melody takes self-defense classes. And y'all remember when Melody was out there practicing in the dark? And also she takes self-defense and she got her a pow. Allegedly, that's what she said. So she said when she was on her live. Melanie said she is going to have heavy security at the Winter Wonderland. Was Melanie on live today? Because I checked, I didn't see her on there. Yes, Linda, because the presidents have had security and some of them have lost their lives. So you have to look out for yourself. You're right about that. I hope Mel is only communicating with him through that child custody app. If she's not, she should. Right. But see, I don't know if she is, because they said Martell was saying that he wanted the restraining order dropped so he could communicate with her because his mother was tired of going between them talking. And Melanie said, absolutely not. I believe she is Patricia T. Also, I believe Martell thinks if Melanie is gone, he will get all of her money and hard work. I believe Melanie got that set up. Melanie ain't no fool. Yes, Melanie got her shit in order. He will never get access to her money. Melanie, y'all know Melanie is a smart woman. Melanie got her shit in order. Didn't the mother put a note in his lunch? Yes, she did. Whatever happened to Baby Jane, she sure did. Let me get on to this one here. Now, guys, what do y'all think? We're going to move on to Kelli, Ferrell, the woman of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This woman ran up in somebody's house. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she done ran up in somebody's house, y'all. She done ran up in somebody's house. I don't know what I don't know. Like I told y'all, I think it's something wrong with these people, y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, it's something is definitely off. They said a lot of, well, I don't want to put that out there, but some people who had COVID or something happened or something. That's what Mom was trying to say. But I do want to share this story with y'all. We gotta watch our kids too. Y'all, check this out with these kids. Now, usually you would think of these as white kids or Caucasian kids. You got to watch the fucking black kids now, y'all. You got to watch the black kids. This is a horrible story here. Y'all, check this out. Y'all think you got to watch the white kids? It's baby, it's the black kids too now. Listen to this.
Gwinnett County 911, what's the location of the emergency? Yes, please send someone to house my children. Are trying to kill me. What do you mean that your children are trying to kill you? They've attacked me and my husband. They drugged us with Xanax. They've attacked us. And they're trying to kill us. Okay, my husband has distracted them, and I was just able to get to the phone, please.
Now, did y'all hear this? The mother, these are black people, black man and woman. These two boys here, which are 20 and 17, put drugs in their mama and them food, which I just heard it, and tried to unalive them, guys. What the hell is wrong with our kids? Y'all gonna hear the story. You got to watch your kids. If they get mad and shit about some shit you doing, I'm not saying all, but some of them will take your ass out of here. Just saying. Just saying. Listen to the story.
Hurry. Sit down the phone with me, okay? Please. And you said your husband has restrained them? He's distracted them. So how could you get to the phone? Please, please, hurry, please. Just down the phone with me. How old are the children? They're 22 and 17. Please. Okay, how did they try and kill you, ma'am? They're trying to strangle us and shoot us, and they put Xanax in our food, and they thought we were asleep. They tried to attack us. They beat me up. They beat him up. They're trying to kill us. How you know it was Xanax? Because that's what they said after they started attacking us. That's what they said. Okay. Please, please, hurry, please.
Look what they did to their mama eyes. And I think this is the dad back. Look at that. Look at their mama. They jumped on their mama after telling her they put rugs in their food. Look at their mama. They was beating up the mama and the daddy. Look at the daddy back, y'all. And look at the mama face. And the dad was distracting them while the mama was going to go call 911. They attacked them in their sleep. And they thought by them putting them rugs in their food that they was going to be out of it and not able to fight back. But I done told my kids, baby, the strength of a mama and the mama ears and the strength, baby, you will never know it. They done gave her 2 black eyes. Look at her eyes. Look at the daddy back. Let me continue.
All right, they're on their way, okay? Okay. You would like me to stay on the phone with you, ma'am? Sure you can. Let me try and lock my bedroom door. Yeah, I want you to lock your door, okay? I just heard them say, where did mom go? They headed upstairs now. Hello? The police are on their way. It's on their way. Hello? Gwinnett County 911, what's the location of the emergency? Yes, a place and someone to not house my children are trying to kill me. What do you mean that your children are trying to kill you? They've attacked me and my husband. They drugged us with Xanax. They've attacked us and they're trying to kill us. Okay, so my husband has distracted them and I was just able to get to the phone. Please hurry. Sit down the phone with me, okay? Please. And you said your husband has restrained them? He's distracted them. So how could you get to the phone? Please, please hurry, please. Just down the phone with me.
So this is what happened. So Yvonne and Zachary Irvin case. 2 Atlanta boys were sentenced to 20 years in prison after attempting to unalive their parents. Christopher, 22, spoke first, apologizing to the court and everyone there. He blamed the incident on his addiction to drugs and alcohol. Cameron, 17, expressed his regret and remorse. The Irvin's parents who survived their son's attack asked the judge to give them 10 years in prison, the lightest sentence legally possible. Georgia parents Yvonne and Zachary Irvin said they are standing by the sons who rugged and brutally attacked them. Our kids had one bad moment. What do y'all think about that? If y'all kids put rugs in y'all food and y'all went to sleep and they tried to attack you, look, they almost unalive their parents. Look at their mama face and look at the daddy back. If the mama wouldn't have got up there to that phone and the dad wouldn't have distracted them, they would have took them out. Let me know what y'all think about this. What do y'all think about this, y'all? And they asking the judge to only give them 10 years. And they said they're going to stick with their kids. Patricia said those kids will never be allowed back in my house. Okay. The interrogation is on YouTube. One brother was crying, the other didn't care. Oh, I understand what happened to baby. I You said check out D. Baby, let me tell you something. I love my kids to the moon and back, but baby, I don't think I could have. I'll forgive them, but I don't. Look, look here. I ain't built for that. I ain't able to do it. I'm not able to do it. I'm being honest with you. I love my kids and everything like that, but I ain't able to do it. I'm not able to do it. I'm just being honest with you. I ain't able to do it. I'm not able to do it. Would y'all let y'all kids come back or ask the judge to give them a lighter sentence if they attack y'all and put drugs in y'all food? I ain't able to do it. I'm not able to do it. Give me 1 second here. Y'all, I'm not able to do it. I'm just being honest with you. I forgive them, but I'm not able to do it. I couldn't trust you back in my house, but I don't know what the hell you'll do. I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't know what you'll do. I don't know what you'll do. So I wouldn't be able to just a second here. I'm just being honest with you. My kids, no, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm being honest with you. They done put something in my food too. No. Now next time I might not be able to get to no damn phone. No, no, ma'am. I might not be able to get to the phone again. And I'm just being honest with you. Me and my husband might not be able to get to the damn phone again. No, ma'am. I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it, y'all. I don't know what they might be doing. You said please check out DR. What is that, Linda? I'm trying to see what you're saying. DR. Are you saying direct message? Y'all know I'm not good when y'all be doing these symbols. I'm trying to let me know what you saying, Linda. I told y'all something wrong. I ain't able to do it. They tried to take them out. Nuh-uh. Yeah, and the parents did not want their boys to go to jail, but the judge said, "Oh yeah, they going to jail." The parents were okay. So the judge gave them 20 years. So the parents wanted them to get least time as possible. The parents were saying 10 years, and they said they're gonna stick by their boys. They said they made one mistake. Let me tell you something, baby. They made one mistake, but mm-mm. Because next time they put something in there, you might not be able to fight back or to get to a damn phone. I'm just saying. Well, you said probably the parents forgave them and visit them in prison. I You said Wanda said she gonna fight coleslaw. Well, hello, Gina 380. Yeah, I, look, y'all. I love my kids. Y'all know I do. I'll forgive them, but look. They gotta come back and live with me. No, ma'am. No, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna. I'm just telling you, I'm God on the truth. They look. That has to be a thought. That's premeditated. That has to be thought out. To what? Where did you get the rugs from? And you put it in our food, and then you came in our bedroom trying to attack us, trying to take us out. Look, can't let your kids know you got no life insurance policy. Some kids, I know it was this one guy I showed y'all. He knew his mother had a life insurance policy. He took his mama out for that life insurance policy. He was out here spending that money, spending it until the police then figured it out. He took his mama out for her life insurance policy. I done told my damn kids I ain't got no damn policy. I ain't got no policy. I ain't got one. Hello, Gina 380. Remember, guys, if you are a new member, I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you're new to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber if you like my content. Also, make sure you follow me on my other page at Drop the T 2.0. Now, look. Now, I might consider them some canteen, maybe, but I'll forgive them for myself. But whatever the judge feel that they need, that's what they need. I'm not telling the judge not to do nothing because they weren't thinking about not doing shit to me. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. No. I don't know, guys. People are saying they think some demons or something are jumping in our kids because you have to think that out to put something in my food. Just think about that. A child that you didn't carry for 9 months try to take your ass out of here. And then how did you think to do that? To put some in our food and drink. And then once you thought that we was not gonna be able to fight back, y'all come in while we sleep and attack us. Uh-uh. No. Once you done put something in my food and then attack me in my sleep, no, man. I wouldn't be able to sleep in my house no more. So the best thing you do, no. I forgive you for myself. I forgive you. Now they gonna try to put it that they was on alcohol and drugs. I know plenty of people that's on alcohol and drugs, and they ain't tried to take out their parents. Just saying. I know it's different strokes for different persons, different folks, but I ain't got no policy. I ain't got one. Just saying. Oh, Donna Roselle about Martell and the Scott. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go over there and look. Thank you, Linda. Deborah said only 20 years. Yeah, but the mother them didn't want them to get 20 years. She tried to tell the judge to give them only 10 years. She didn't want them to have the 20 years. The judge said, "Oh no, they get 20." The parents did not want that judge to give them no 20 years. Look, I told you, some of these kids are trying to take the parents out for that life insurance. Don't be telling y'all kids that y'all got no life insurance. These damn kids is crazy. I ain't got no policy. That's why I tell my kids I ain't got no damn policy. The state gonna have to do what they gotta do. The state gonna have to bury me. Y'all might have to put some money with it. Y'all ain't gonna know I got no damn policy. The mother told the dispatch she believed they wanted insurance money. I told y'all, look, don't be telling the kids that y'all got no policy. Deborah said, nope, they would be on their own. Good night, Linda. Thank you so much for coming over here modding for me. 116 likes, 111 in the chat. Thank you. We said, yes, Patricia, they had money and they also was going to leave the boys a big insurance policy. They wouldn't be getting a policy for me. You said Carlos and the whole entire cast doesn't have. I think you meant any talent to enhance and create entertainment. That what makes them element their content believable for viewers to process and promote. That they don't. They just don't have it. You know, you got to have somebody on the show that got the star power, and the star power is gone. You said the boys had a good life, just greedy. Yep, just greedy. Hello, Lady B. You said drug addiction is mood altering. It takes away empathy. Okay. I just, black kids usually don't do this. Now, we've always heard about, allegedly, the white kids doing this, but now the black kids are doing some crazy stuff now. Just saying. Now, y'all know, I told you, I had people in my family that's on drugs, and they've been on y'all know the stuff that they had back in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about, that everybody was on, New Jack City, y'all know what I'm talking about. So they had, they weren't trying to take out their parents and stuff like that, and we still have some that's on. They functioning, they got their own house and everything, they pay their bills and everything, they're functioning addicts. I guess they know when to stop because they got a nice house, they pay their bills and everything. They got cars and everything. So I guess they've been on it for years. And then some of them, they do it every once in a while. They got their own house and everything. I'm being honest with you. We got some that are alcoholics. They go to work and everything. They function well. They got their own house. They on a weekend they get lit, and then they get home from work they get lit, but they get up and go to work. You said both children are doctors. My daughter is also married to a doctor. A single and still playing both in their 30s. Oh, okay. If the mother was not able to get to the phone, I believe her and the husband would have passed away. Yet the dad had to distract them. These kids was trying to take them out. All I have is I see in a whole nother country when they get out, someplace warm with a beach like Belize. I don't blame you, And people be like, well, them your kids, they didn't mean it. Shit. What the hell you mean they didn't mean it? If I wouldn't have got my ass black, if I wouldn't have got myself to this phone, I wouldn't be here to tell the tale. Did you see what he did to his daddy back? And then the mama, he blackened both of her eyes. The mama could barely talk. No, ma'am. I will love y'all from a distance. Yeah, Yeah, Mary, you know, like I said, Melody don't have to marry nobody in secrecy. Melanie just doing it open. Melanie is a Scorpio, baby. Them Scorpios are something else, baby. When you get them riled up, it's hard to bring them back down. Because let me tell y'all something. I ain't never, since I've been watching Melanie, heard Melanie cuss that much. Ever in my life. Ever. And that's why I knew Melanie didn't had enough. She fed up. Melanie get on somebody, she gonna tear their damn heads off. Because you know when you got built up anger and rage in you, if Melanie would have got on coleslaw, she would have whooped coleslaw ass from old and new. Well, you know how you get that adrenaline in you? And Melanie was ready. You can see that fire in her eyes. Melanie is ready. If she run up on coleslaw, she gonna tear coleslaw ass up for old and new. And you know when somebody mess with your kids and your mama, she gonna tear that ass up for old and new. Melanie ready. Melanie ready. Melanie, you know, to me, she not a fighter. She don't want to do it, but people keep on playing on her top, and I think she had enough. She ready. Melanie is ready to go. Melanie is on go mode. Now, I'm just being honest with you. Melanie ain't never cussed like that before. Melanie is on go. She ready. So I advise coleslaw to tread lightly and don't be nowhere where Melanie can see you. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. That's just my thought. That's my opinion. Not saying she gonna do it, but Melanie got a different type of look about her. You know how Melanie used to have like that sweet smiley face, you know, pleasant face. Melanie got a different type of look in her eyes, a different type of eye. Like she ready. Like she ready for war. Like she gonna tear your fucking head off. Just saying. You could tell them lives that she was doing last week, Melanie got a different type of fire in her eyes, like she ready. I'm just telling y'all what I'm seeing. It's like she fed up and she's like, it's whatever. Hello, Ann. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You said premeditate, I have to love them from afar. Right. There's no way. I just couldn't do it. You kind of hope that she's remarried. I think, you know, like Melanie said, she was still trying to protect Martell, but now she don't give two fucks. 2 tears in a bucket, fuck it. I think, you know, Melanie's fed up. She don't care no more. And baby, that's a bad thing. When somebody don't kill a fuck no more, that's a dangerous person. And she said that she tried to, you know, to hide, you know, just to cover up some stuff, hoping they could be cool one day and things like that. But when you get to the point that I don't care no fucking more, everything goes. And Melanie is at that point. Now, I told y'all, if y'all meet Melanie, Melanie is the sweetest person in the world. But that face, that type of fire Melanie got in her eyes right now, I think she done turned into Scorpio male. The other Melanie is put away right now. We got, you know how like you got Sasha Fierce? Right now we got Scorpio male right now. That's what we got right now. You said these children today are just lazy and want easy money that their parents have worked for. You right about that? You said he's trying to find her that she is because it's messing with his ego. I'm waiting for her God's timing to remarry when he's locked away for years. Yep. You said the Mendez brothers celebrated for a while before they was caught. Yeah, you know they you know the Mendez parents was filthy rich, and they had a life insurance policy. They can't get it. Yes, that 11/11, baby. Right now, we got Scorpio male. Then y'all heard our song. You don't want to bring the Scorpio out of me. You better be lucky we got kids. And he done brung her out of her. She said she don't care about they got kids. We got Scorpio male right now. The other male been put away. The ninth male is put away right now. We got Scorpio male. And she ready to tear something up. Just saying. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying she is. That's just mine. We got Scorpio male right now. And when you get them riled up, it's hard to bring them down. It's like I think they be on adrenaline, but Mel is pissed. She is mad. It just seems like she I can't explain it. I can't explain it. She's like she ready to tear somebody in. Martell then woke up the beast. Just saying, y'all. Just saying. Martell, she might be ready to kick your ass. Better leave Melanie alone. All I'm telling you. Oh, let me see, y'all. Melanie is up. Melanie is on 10 right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, y'all, we got to get to Kelli. We got to get to Kelli. Y'all, Kelli then walked up in these people's house. I don't know what's wrong with Kelli. Kelli didn't walked up in these people's house. Now, you know you don't walk up in nobody's house. Look here. Look here, y'all. That's dangerous to walk up in somebody's house. Now, somebody walk up in here, you might walk in, but you're going to limp back out and be going out on a gurney or a body bag, whichever one I feel like that day. Just saying. Judge grants temporary protection order against Kelli Ferrell after neighbor claims she entered her house without permission.
Do you like me? Yes or no?
Y'all, what y'all think going on with Kelli? They trying to say that Kelli went in this lady's house, but the neighbor said that she was blocking the entrance into their driveway. That's what's being said. She was blocking the entrance into the driveway. So the lady had her car removed. And she said this is not the first time that Kelli has done this. So she had her car removed. Now, Kelli, you can't be blocking nobody's driveway. Now, they didn't warrant you once. I'm not going to keep on coming knocking on your damn door telling you to move your car. You know you're not supposed to put your damn car there in the first damn place. So, now look, trying to be nice to you. If you're going to keep coming and putting your damn car in there, I'm just going to have it removed. Now, that's only right. You keep putting the damn car over here in my damn driveway, blocking my damn driveway. What the hell you think I'm going to do? Keep coming over there telling you to move your damn car? No, ma'am. I'm going to get it removed for you. Just saying. Move your car or I'm going to get it moved for you. And I guess the lady didn't move the damn car, so she had it removed for you. Just saying. Now, do y'all think the woman wrong for having her car removed? Do y'all think that Kelli is wrong for running up in the lady house? I think both. I think Kelli wrong for kept on blocking that lady driveway, and I think Kelli is wrong for running up in her house. Just my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think. I think Kelli is spiraling out of control. I think her husband is driving her cray-cray. Just saying. Just saying. I don't know what's wrong with Kelli. Why she keep being on these YouTube streets. She won't give us a break from talking about it because she always doing something. Now, y'all remember when Brittany said allegedly that she drinks a lot of alcohol. Now, could she have been drinking some? Yeah, she could have. There's nothing wrong with drinking wine, but when you have too much of it, that's when the problem comes. When you have too much of the wine. And I think she had too much of it. And then ran over there in that lady house. Now, if the woman would have put her down, then we would have been talking about something else. Just saying. Kelli, don't go over there in nobody's house no more, because somebody can put your ass down. Just saying. People don't get enough of running up in people's house. People are going to get enough of running up in people's house. I don't know what it is. Everybody want to run up in somebody's house. Keep running up in there. You ain't going to come back out. Let me know what y'all think about that. What do y'all think is going on with Kelli? Now, wait. Now, you know what I was just thinking, guys? You think she's trying to get a storyline? Y'all think she's using this for a storyline, guys? Doing all this crazy stuff for a storyline? Now, that's what I'm thinking. She keep doing all this weird stuff for storylines. Now, let me know what y'all think of what's going on with Kelli. Because I don't know why she's acting like this. Let me see this one clip here, guys. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Kelli in the comments down here. We're going to do one more. Okay, guys, just wanted to bring this to y'all attention. Do y'all know Vegas has a Soul Fest, y'all? Did y'all know Vegas has a Soul Fest? Vegas have a Soul Fest. Right now, it's short notice for me, but I think I'm going to try to get me and the ladies to go here next year. I did not know they have a Soul Fest. Vegas has a Soul Fest, y'all. Look. I didn't know Vegas has a Soul Fest, y'all, from the 20th through the 21st. Las Vegas City. So just a few more weeks until the biggest soul and R&B festival in Las Vegas. We can't wait to dance and party all weekend at Clark County Amphitheater on September 20th through the 21st. The countdown is on. Did y'all know they have a Soul Fest? Look at all those people there. I never knew nothing about this. Let me know if y'all knew. So the Soul Fest is from Las Vegas City of Lights Soul Fest, September 20th through the 21st. Y'all let me know. Amphitheater. Hope I'm saying that right. Amphitheater on September 20th through the 21st. I think me and the lady's going to have to go here. I think we're going to prepare for this next year. Let me know. Is that something y'all will do? Have anybody been to this before? Have anybody been to the Vegas Soul Fest? You said I dislike HOAs. Kelli better be glad she wasn't charged. You said I didn't like Kelli in the beginning. Not no more. Okay. Kelli was wrong, yes. You said I don't like Vegas. You don't like Vegas? You wouldn't go there for the Soul Fest? I think I want to go there for just for those 2 days. The 20th. I think that's on a I think that'll be like a weekend thing. I think that's like a weekend thing though. I'm gonna have to run this by the flight schedulers and ask them about it. That would be something to do for the weekend. So that's like a Friday and Saturday. So you would have to get there that Thursday, and then you'll be able to go home by Sunday. So that's on a Friday and Saturday. It's Soul Fest. The R&B. I would love to do that. I'm gonna have to ask the ladies about that. I'm gonna have to ask them about that. That's something I would love to do. Okay, guys. Now, y'all always hear the story about the 40 acres in a mule, right? So it's a report out. It's called the 40 Acres and a Lie. So this white woman did the research, and this is the black man at the bottom. He's going to tell y'all what really happened. So y'all know I got to do Black history. So I thought this was very interesting about this. So let's take a listen.
Right, 40 acres and a mule. As you say, a lot of people thought, okay, this just never happened. And your reporting is called 40 Acres and a Lie. What's the truth behind this program? What do people not know?
What people don't know is that it wasn't just a promise that was broken. People will receive land titles. We found more than 1,250 people who got land titles, men and women. They picked out their plots of land, mostly on the plantations where they were enslaved. Actually, not everyone got 40 acres, which is another misconception. It was up to 40 acres. And then people were living there. They were planting their crops. They were selling them in Savannah. Some of them formed governments. They elected a sheriff. They were living their lives, and they lived there for like up to a year and a half before they were kicked off.
How did they get kicked off the land that the government gave them?
Basically, because Lincoln was assassinated. I mean, they had promised this land. They gave land titles. The government said, this is yours. You deserve it. You're going to keep it. But Congress needed to make those titles permanent. They had a majority in Congress who were willing to do it. But Andrew Johnson, he was the vice president. He was a white supremacist. He sided with the planters who wanted their land back, and he vetoed every effort to make those land titles permanent.
You did a little more research to talk about the value of the land. This is an important part of your reporting here. 1 4-acre lot that you identified in Jacksonville, Florida, based on a sale last year, that it would today 40 acres would be worth $2.5 million there. It's not just the land that was lost here in your reporting. Tell me about what else you found.
Yeah, well, just that generational wealth that wasn't passed on. You know, this 40 acres land was all the coast. It's like expensive coastal real estate. We found gated communities, golf courses, and restaurants, incredibly valuable lands. This is wealth that was not passed on. And that's kind of what we're trying to show is the impact. This is not a history lesson only. It's the impact on people who are alive today.
A lot of folks have heard this phrase, right? 40 acres and a mule. As you say, a lot of people thought, okay, this just never happened. And your reporting is called.
So what they're saying is that some people did get the 40 acres of land, right? Lincoln gave them the land. People were there living on the land. They were planting. They were doing good. But when Lincoln got assassinated, the masters wanted their land back, right? So the new president, and so wait a minute, they were trying to get it passed. Congress was on board. They were going to get everything done. Congress was on board. The new president vetoed every bill that they put in to make it permanent for them to have the titles and everything to the land. The new president vetoed every bill. So if Lincoln would have still been alive, the people would have had the land and stuff and would have been able to pass it down for generations. But because he got assassinated, the masters got the land back from the people, took the land back, and Congress was not able to make it law because the new president kept on vetoing it. So in reality, a lot of people did get the 40 acres, well, up to 40 acres, not exactly 40 acres, but up to 40 acres. They would have still had it to this day if Lincoln was not assassinated and the new president would not have vetoed it. He gave the land back to the people. And now the land is worth a lot of money. There's restaurants on it. There's gated communities on the land. There's river walks along the land. So it was given to people. They were starting to give the land to people. But like I say, that I believe that was planned to take out Lincoln because he was doing this. And when the new president came in and Congress was trying to pass it, he vetoed it. So and then they got the land and stuff taken back. The government took it back.
40 acres and a lie. What's the truth behind this program? What do people not know?
What people don't know is that it wasn't just a promise that was broken. People were received land titles. We found more than 1,250 people who got land titles, men and women. They picked out their plots of land, mostly on the plantations where they were enslaved. Actually, not everyone got 40 acres, which is another misconception. It was up to 40 acres. And then people were living there. They were planting their crops. They were selling them in Savannah. Some of them formed governments. They elected a sheriff. They were living their lives, and they lived there for like up to a year and a half before they were kicked off.
How did they get kicked off the land that the government gave them?
Basically, because Lincoln was assassinated. I mean, they had promised this land. They gave land titles. The government said, this is yours. You deserve it. You're going to keep it. But Congress needed to make those titles permanent. They had a majority in Congress who were willing to do it. But Andrew Johnson, he was the vice president. He was a white supremacist. He sided with the planters who wanted their land back, and he vetoed every effort to make those land titles permanent.
You did a little more research to talk about the value of the land. This is an important part of your reporting here. 1 4-acre lot that you identified in Jacksonville, Florida, based on a sale last year, that it would today 40 acres would be worth $2.5 million there. It's not just the land that was lost here in your reporting. Tell me about what else you found.
Yeah, well, just that generational wealth that wasn't passed on. You know, this 40 acres land was all the coast. It's like expensive coastal real estate. We found gated communities, golf courses, and restaurants, incredibly valuable lands. This is wealth that was not passed on, and that's kind of what we're trying to show is the impact. This is not a history lesson only. It's the impact on people who are alive today.
A lot of folks have heard this phrase, right? 40 acres and a mule, as you say.
So let me know, guys, have y'all ever heard that people did get the land? They did get the land. Okay, I'll let you know, Baby Jane. Y'all know if y'all in either Sassy T from the 803 or either Tea Talk with Your Girl or my members only, we put that in our members only, that information when we get ready to travel. We put that information in there, and then y'all let us know if y'all want to go, and then we give y'all the information. And then it's not like we take any money or anything from y'all. We let y'all know what resort we're going to be at, where everybody's going to be at. We let y'all know what flights we're going to be on and everything like that. So we meet up either at the airport or either at the resort, and then we just go from there. So we don't take money or anything for anybody. You book your own room. We tell you what resort we're going to be at. You book your own plane ticket and everything. And we meet either at the resort or we meet up at the hotel. We let people know what flights we're going to be on, what resorts, you know, what resort we're at, what room numbers we're going to be at. And then we plan like things that we're going to do. And you can say if you want to do the activity, if you don't, you can still on a resort, or you could do whatever, if you want to do something else. But we try to have activities and stuff planned, and you can say yay or nay if you want to do that activity or not. Some people don't want to. Like I think we did something where some people wanted to go do dirt bikes. I didn't want to do dirt bikes. So, I stayed. Or some people want to go watch the dolphins or things like that. So we do things like that. Sometimes we might have a chef come to If we do like an Airbnb, we might have a chef come to the Airbnb and things like that. So we do stuff like that, but we have a good time. So if you're in our members only, we do give you the information. When we do travel, a lot of our members, they come with us, like Sheila Joe will come, Lady Cia come, Regina will come. Who else? Angela comes. And these are members like of our, that's in our members only. They come on trips with us. Yeah, so yeah, let me know. Okay, you watch all of you guys. Okay, all right. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? Well, yeah, just if you're in one of them, let us know because I'm gonna talk to Talk with your girl and Sassy T tomorrow about this Vegas one. We're gonna try to do this for next year. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna try to do that for next year. Oh, thank you for watching all of us. Yeah, guys. So some stuff, yeah. So with the 40 acres, like I said, some people did get the 40 acres. They did get it, but the government took it back. Ain't that sad? That is so sad that they took it back. They took it back. So some people were, they were happy at first, living their lives with their land. They had got a share for the town and everything. They had built a town, and everything, and they took it back. Some of these people, these white supremacists are low down and dirty. They just low down. So, like I said, some of these people are terrible. They, do bad stuff. And that's what it is. They just, just are bad people. So, I don't know if now they finding a lot of stuff out that happened. So I don't know if they're going to try and do something about it. Maybe, maybe not. Because the people, the 40 acres and stuff that was originally ours, they have gated communities on it now. And it's gated communities and stuff on it now. So I don't know if, if they're going to be able to do it. Some of it is water now, water and land. So I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything about it now. So we're going to see how everything goes. I'm going to keep following the story. I'm going to keep following it and see what happened. But hopefully, something comes of it. Because that's the first time I ever heard that some people got the 40, well, up to 40 acres. That's the first time I've ever heard that before. Let me know if y'all have heard it before. Let me know if y'all have ever heard of that before. Because that's what happened, guys. When people talk about 40 acres at a mill, it wasn't the mill. It was the 40 acres that we were supposed to get. And I never heard before that some people did get it. I've never heard that before. So that's where that comes from. Let me put this in here. So let me know if you guys have ever heard of that story before. I'm just trying to go to one more thing here. Give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. So let me know if y'all have heard of that. Oh, have you been, Deborah? Yeah, I put my second channel in here. I hope y'all able to find it. I was trying to put the link in here, but for some reason it's not letting me do it. I'm going to check the dates for next year, but this year is for the 20th through the 21st. If I would have knew that in enough time, I would have went, but we got trips planned already. If I would have knew that in advance, I would have did that. I would have went. So next year it might be some different dates. I know I want to go to the Texas Rodeo next year. I know I want to go there. Oh no, baby J, you don't need to give no money. You just need to just pay for your if we're at the resort, you just need to, we're gonna tell you what resort we're gonna be at, and then you just book your resort online or what have you, and then you just book your own plane ticket and everything. If you, like I said, if you're in the members only, we give you all of the information. Because I put it in my members only, or Sassy them have it in their members only, or T Talk will have it in theirs. We give y'all the information in there. You said Lemon Heights, California? I've never heard of Lemon Heights, California. What is that close to? Deborah, where do you live at? You said it. Soul Fest is in a couple of weeks here. All right, guys, we're going to do another Black History. I get on this thing. I get on here and I stay on here all night. I'll be on here all night. We're going to do another Black History. Caucasian people do not like to hear this, but this is the truth, guys. All people are made from Black people. We have the Eve gene. A lot of people don't like to hear that, but let's take a listen.
Modern genetic studies have confirmed a startling fact. Every human alive today can trace their lineage back to a single common female ancestor who lived in Africa around 200,000 years ago. Dubbed mitochondrial Eve, she wasn't the only woman alive, but a cataclysmic event created a genetic bottleneck, and only her lineage survived to populate the entire planet. From her came two distinct branches, one that is entirely African and another containing all other human races. This discovery confirms a single origin point for humanity, but deepens the mystery of how so many diverse races could evolve from one source in such a relatively short period of time. Modern genetic studies have confirmed a startling fact. Every human alive today can trace their lineage back to a single common female ancestor who lived in Africa around 200,000 years ago. Dubbed mitochondrial Eve, she wasn't the only woman alive, but a cataclysmic event created a genetic bottleneck, and only her lineage survived to populate the entire planet. From her came two distinct branches, one that is entirely African and another containing all other human races. This discovery confirms a single origin point for humanity, but it deepens the mystery of how so many diverse races could evolve from one source in such a relatively short period of time. Modern genetic studies have confirmed a startling fact.
All right, guys. So how do we feel about that? He said this lady said she or her dad knew her mom was half black until after. Knew her mom was half black until after her mom passed. Wow. If you go on my page in the front, when you come in, it'll say join. You just click the join button, whatever happened to Baby Jane. Just click the join button. Oh, wow. You said wealthy son unalived his mother and father, and I think some siblings can limit height. Unalive, have no faith. Oh my God, have no face. You know what? You know what? People always say I wish I was rich. I never wish I was rich. I just want to be comfortable. I never wish I was rich because for the simple fact is when you're rich, it's like you're a prisoner. I don't want to be famous either. I would never want to be famous. It's like you're a prisoner. You can't go nowhere by yourself. You can't walk down the street nowhere. You can't do anything. You always have to have somebody with you. And I'm a type of person that sometimes I need alone time. I like to get in my car and just go for a ride by myself. I might want to go out to dinner by myself or anything, go on a trip by myself. I don't want nobody tagging along with me all the time. I don't like that. I just don't like it. I don't even think I don't know. I just don't want I don't want that. If I get some money, it'll be secret. If I won the lottery sum, I will put it in a trust. They will never see my face. Because I don't want all the attention. I want to live like I've been living. Walk down the street, go outside, go to restaurants, go out. I don't want people tagging around me knowing that I got money. That's how you get taken out of here. I don't want to be rich. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be none of that. You said I grew up on a lot Islamic, so I know who I am from day one. I'm married to a white man. He's a Jew. Before me, there was none, and after me, there will be no more. Okay, okay, all right. And if you try to tell, people have been asking Chat GPT and stuff like that questions about Black people, and a lot of people they don't like when Chat GPT be saying stuff. Because Chat GPT was saying it too. That everybody has come from Black people. Yeah. Yeah, I said I would never want to be famous, guys. Never. Right. I wouldn't want people to know I got money. No, no, ma'am. No. I don't want nobody to know I got no money. I just want to be able to go and do as I, go places and stuff like that. Even K. Michelle said that. She said that she wanted to go to her college reunion or something like that. And because she's with a record label, she said the record label said she would have to have people with her, security. They would have to get on the plane with her, be at the hotel with her. They have to follow her all around wherever she goes. Because they have to have, in case somebody could try to kidnap her or anything, do something to her. So they have to, have security to protect their investment. I don't want that. Like J-Lo said before, if she goes to the movies or anywhere, her security has to go in the bathroom, make sure ain't nobody in the bathroom. She goes in there and he stands by the door. So just say you want to go to the grocery store. You can't even go to the grocery store because people are going to be running up to you or somebody might try to rob you or anything. So I know I don't want to be famous. I might want to get up and go to the grocery store late at night. Anything. Go to a Denny's or anything at night. I can't do that. I got to have somebody with me. So no, thank you. Give me my money in private. I don't know. I always said if I ever won the lottery that I would do a trust or something like that where I would not have to come forward and claim the money. I would get me an attorney and I would come there, do a trust or something where I would not have to show my face. No, I don't want to. That's too much. All right, guys, we've been on here for going on almost 3 hours. I thank each and every one of you guys for coming over to support my channel. Make sure you follow my other channel at Drop the T 2.0. It's in the chat. Also, make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video as well. And then also you can donate to the channel. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can by super chat, super sticker, or a cash app. Or you can give membership to people as well. Membership is only $2.99 a month. If you want to go with us on trips and things and know what's going on, you have to be a member because I don't want to put all that out there where we're going and things like that. So I do put it in the membership. I'm going to be going back and doing a members only live probably next week. But I got to put some stuff in there about some more trips and about our meet and greet and stuff like that. So y'all will be getting that. And I also got to go in there and I'm also going to have a members only sometime this week as well. So I want you guys to get your money worth. So if you want to do members only, it's only $2.99 a month. Okay. And if you want to do members only, when you come into the live, there is a join button. You can join there. It's always a button you can click to join. It's only $2.99 a month, or you can give membership to people. All right, guys. Like I said, we've been on here for 3 hours. So we're getting ready to get off. And remember, guys, watch your surroundings. Okay? And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night.